Welcome to History in Focus. Before we begin, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel for more historical content. Also, let me know in the comments which moment impacted you the most. Enjoy the video. In 1885, Crau farini was discovered in the forests of Laos and introduced as the missing link of evolution. Due to her hypermobility and hirsutism, excessive hair growth, she was presented as both a scientific discovery and a sensation in the entertainment world of the time. Crau was exhibited in circuses like Barnum and Bailey and showcased as a tangible example of evolution. Labeled by the scientists of the era as a connection between humans and apes, this innocent young girl was, in reality, a victim of the colonial mindset and dehumanization of the time. Two names that astonished and captivated Europe with their physical features during the century: Lazarus and Joannes Colloredo. These Italian conjoined twins gained fame by performing on some of the grandest stages of the time. What made their story truly unique was their exhibition at the court of Charles I. While Lazarus was more active and functioned as a typical individual, Joannes was almost entirely dependent on him physically. One of the most remarkable phenomena of the 19th century, Josephine Clofulia captivated audiences not only with her appearance, but also with her story. By the age of 16, her beard had grown to an impressive 15 centimeters, a feature that made her a star in P.T. Barnum's famous sideshow. Clofulia, admiring French Emperor Napoleon III, styled her beard in his likeness. This gesture impressed the emperor so much that he gifted her a diamond, which Clofulia proudly wore in her beard. Minnie Woolsey, known by her stage name Cuckoo the Bird Girl, was born with Seckle syndrome. Due to her physical and mental differences, Woolsey became part of the freak show world, living without teeth or hair. Though she was showcased in bird feather costumes and performed peculiar dances, this stage life was, in reality, a desperate effort to survive. Joseph Merrick, widely known as the Elephant Man, was born in 1862 in England. He suffered from Proteus syndrome, or another condition causing severe deformities. Rejected by his family, Merrick was forced to join a traveling freak show to earn a living. Under the care of surgeon Frederick Trevis at the London Hospital, Merrick became a respected and beloved figure. He passed away in 1890 at the age of 27. Were these unique leopard-like skin patterns the result of a genetic disorder? This young woman likely suffered from a skin condition such as vitiligo or another pigmentation disorder. Her leopard-like markings made her a sensation in the circus world of the time. The leopard-spotted girl became one of the most captivating figures in these shows, drawing both fascination and curiosity. This historical photo showcases Lucius Phillips, a groundbreaking figure in the circus world during the late 1800s and early 1900s. Despite being born without arms and legs, Phillips performed as a powerful athlete in circuses. His remarkable skills in wrestling and acrobatics made him one of the most unforgettable names in the history of the circus. Jacques Lerner was an actor devoted to chimpanzee roles during Hollywood's rising era. He was cast by Fox Films for his role in The Monkey Talks. To prepare for the role, Lerner spent hours meticulously studying the behaviors of Acker, a renowned chimpanzee comedian of the time. Acker was famous for his comedic talent and widely recognized as a star in stage performances. This striking photo, captured in 1948 by the future legendary director Stanley Kubrick, showcases a man whose body was entirely covered in tattoos, a bold display of tattoo artistry for his time. In the early 20th century, tattoos were often seen as symbols of social exclusion. However, in the circus world, this style was embraced as a unique expression of bravery and individuality. Fred Wilson, known as the Lobster Boy, was a circus performer born in 1866 with ectrodactyly, a genetic condition that gave his hands and feet a claw-like appearance. Instead of hiding his differences, Wilson turned them into a career, gaining fame in the circus world for his freak performances. He became a star attraction, especially in traveling fairs across America, captivating audiences with his uniqueness. Katie Sandwina, born in 1884 in Germany, was a strong woman who made history with her incredible strength and grace. In her adult years, she moved to America and joined the Barnum and Bailey Circus, captivating audiences with astonishing feats like lifting 140 kilograms with a single arm. Sandwina left an indelible mark on the circus world of the 20th century, not only with her physical power but also with her stage charisma and compelling story. Ella Harper was born in 1870 with the rare condition congenital genu recurvatum, which caused her knees to bend backward, making walking on all fours more comfortable. Rather than seeing her physical difference as a disadvantage, Harper turned it into an opportunity. By the age of 12, she began performing in small shows. In 1886, Harper became the star of the renowned W. H. Harris's Nickel Plate Circus. Her nickname, Camel Girl, came from her physical resemblance to a camel, and she performed alongside an actual camel in her acts. Despite earning a remarkable $200 per week, a significant sum at the time, she often felt dehumanized by the performances. Her promotional cards revealed her desire to leave the show business to focus on her education. True to her word, after 1886, Harper stepped away from the spotlight and chose to lead a more ordinary life. The man you see in this photo is Felix Verley, famously known as the Elastic Skin Man. Captured around 1880, this photo showcases Verley's incredible ability to stretch his skin, a result of the genetic condition known as Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, EDS. Not only could he stretch his skin to astonishing lengths, but he also amazed audiences with hypermobile joint movements, such as bending his fingers backward, leaving spectators in awe. The person in this iconic photo is Josephine Myrtle Corbin, who possessed a rare medical condition documented in the annals of medical history. Born on May 12, 1868 in Tennessee, USA, Josephine was born with dipygus, a congenital anomaly that resulted in her having a double pelvis. Her two additional legs were smaller and weaker than her primary legs, rendering them non-functional. Due to her double pelvis, she also had two reproductive organs. Instead of hiding her condition, Josephine embraced it, performing in circuses and fairs, where she became famously known as the four-legged woman. She earned a significant income through her performances and gained public recognition for her extraordinary appearance. Despite her uniqueness, Josephine led a relatively normal personal life, marrying and giving birth to 7 children. This historical photo features Alice Daugherty, known as the Minnesota Woolly Girl. From birth, her body, particularly her face, was covered in thick hair, a result of hypertrichosis, a rare genetic condition often referred to as werewolf syndrome. Alice's family capitalized on her unique appearance by allowing her to perform at various carnivals and circuses. Promoted as the Woolly Girl, she became one of the most captivating attractions of her time. Unlike many other circus freaks, Alice led a relatively quiet and scandal-free life, passing away in 1933 at the age of 46. This photo features Martin Joe Lorello, also known by his real name Martin Emmerling, famously nicknamed the Human Owl. Born in Germany in 1885, Lorello entered the circus world at a young age. After performing across Europe, he immigrated to America in the 1920s, where he showcased his talent with renowned circuses like Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey. Lorello became most famous for his ability to rotate his head nearly 180 degrees, leaving audiences in awe. He also performed under the name Bobby, the boy with the revolving head, solidifying his place as one of the most unique attractions in circus history. How did these brothers rise from a typical family life to the pinnacle of the circus world? Johnny Eckhart, born on August 27, 1911, in Baltimore, Maryland, was born without a lower body. However, this did not stop him from living life to the fullest. His brother, Robert Eck, was not only his sibling, but also his lifelong supporter and partner. Johnny gained international fame for his starring role in MGM's 1932 film Freaks. Known as the half-boy in the show world, he astonished audiences with acrobatic feats performed while walking on his hands. Beyond his physical abilities, Johnny also stood out for his sharp intellect and artistic talents, leaving an indelible mark on both the circus and entertainment industries. Johnny Eckhart was born on August 27, 1911, in Baltimore, Maryland. Despite being born without a lower body, Eck possessed incredible charisma and talent. Alongside his brother Robert, he performed in magic shows and gained significant fame in the circus world. In 1932, Eck starred in Todd Browning's film Freaks, showcasing his extraordinary abilities and captivating audiences with his superhuman talents. Fannie Mills was born in the 1860s in Ohio, with a rare condition known as Milroy disease lymphedema, which prevents the lymphatic system from properly draining fluid, leading to extreme swelling. Due to this condition, Fannie's feet grew to an extraordinary size, each measuring 17 inches wide. To support her family through financial hardship, Fannie began performing in shows and eventually became a circus star. In a peculiar marketing tactic of the era, it was announced that any wealthy suitor who married her would receive a dowry, a bizarre but true reflection of the times. Stefan Bobrowski, better known as Lionel the Lion-Faced Man, was a Polish performer born in 1890 in the village of Wilczogora. He was born with hypertrichosis, a rare genetic condition that caused excessive hair growth, covering his face and body in a mane-like resemblance to a lion. Far from being ostracized for his extraordinary appearance, Bobrowski embraced his uniqueness and rose to fame, becoming a globally recognized figure in the world of entertainment. William Dirks, born on April 13, 1913 in Alabama, became known in the circus world as the two-nosed and three-eyed man. He is believed to have had frontonasal dysplasia, a rare congenital condition causing abnormal development of facial bones. His distinct features, including a split nose that appeared as two and a gap resembling a third eye, made him a captivating figure for audiences. Dirks embraced his uniqueness, turning his physical differences into a memorable career in the sideshow world. This photo captures one of the most remarkable duos of the circus world. It features Jack Earl, renowned for his towering stature, standing side by side with Count Joseph Borolaski, one of the smallest men in the world. Such stark contrasts were among the most effective methods used to heighten public fascination with circuses during that era, drawing audiences eager to witness the extraordinary. This photo immortalizes a performer known for their courage and powerful presence. While their identity remains uncertain, such images often served as a way for individuals with physical differences to share their unique stories. In the late 19th century, many of these individuals worked in circuses, not only earning a living, but also challenging societal norms and redefining perceptions of beauty and ability. This historic image showcases two extraordinary figures, Prince Randian and Johnny Eck, who held unique places in the worlds of cinema and circus. Prince Randian, known as the Human Snake, was born in 1871 in British Guiana without arms or legs. He mesmerized audiences with his incredible ability to roll and light a cigarette using only his lips. He gained fame performing with P.T. Barnum's circus. Johnny Eck, famously known as the Half-Boy, was born in 1911 without a lower body. Ignoring his physical limitations, he excelled as an acrobat, musician, and actor, becoming immortalized for his role in the film Freaks. Beyond performing, Eck was also a talented artist and entrepreneur, leaving an enduring legacy in both entertainment and the arts. Born Laura Helston, Lucky Hell is a Finnish artist who has transformed the art of sword swallowing into a symbol of daring and elegance. In her performances, she combines physical skill with striking aesthetics, captivating audiences with the seamless blend of danger and grace. Lucky Hell is celebrated not only for her breathtaking acts, but also as an innovative representative of modern circus arts, pushing the boundaries of performance and artistry. Isaac W. Sprague was born in 1841 in Massachusetts, USA. While he experienced a normal childhood, he began losing weight unexpectedly at the age of 12 due to an undiagnosed metabolic disorder. His extreme thinness earned him the nickname, the Living Skeleton. In 1865, Sprague caught the attention of P.T. Barnum and began working at the famous American Museum. With his unique physical appearance, he became one of the star attractions of Barnum's circus shows, captivating audiences with his remarkable story and presence. Chang and Eng Bunker were born in 1811 in Siam, modern-day Thailand, joined at the chest by a cartilage band. They had two separate livers that were fused together, a unique anatomical feature that fascinated the world. In 1829, they were discovered by American businessman Robert Hunter and began performing in shows across the Western world. Their performances captivated audiences in many countries, earning them fame and financial independence. In 1839, they settled in North Carolina, USA, where they married two sisters and remarkably fathered 21 children between them. Their lives not only introduced the term Siamese twins to the world, but also demonstrated resilience and adaptability in the face of societal and physical challenges. Who was the person introduced as the last of the Aztecs? Schlitzie, real name unknown, was a circus star born in 1901 in the Bronx, New York. He was born with microcephaly, a neurodevelopmental disorder that results in a smaller brain and skull, as well as intellectual disabilities. Despite these challenges, Schlitzie's positive energy and the joy he brought to the stage made him unforgettable to audiences worldwide. Schlitzie began his career in sideshows and quickly rose to popularity. He also appeared in notable films like The Sideshow, 1928, and Todd Browning's cult classic Freaks, 1932, leaving a lasting legacy in both circus and cinematic history. In the 1920s, George and Willie Muse were African-American albino twins living in the racially segregated Jim Crow South. Their albinism made them targets in an era steeped in prejudice and discrimination. The twins were abducted by a circus manager, forced to grow their hair long, and exhibited as the men from Mars. Separated from their family and stripped of their identities, the brothers endured years of exploitation and captivity. Their story took a dramatic turn when their mother discovered them performing in a circus and fought to secure their freedom, reuniting the family and ending their years of bondage. In the 1920s, Daisy and Violet Hilton were conjoined twins born in England, joined at the hip. Forced into the circus world at just 3 years old, they became the most talked-about stars of freak shows. The sisters developed impressive stage skills, mastering musical instruments and performing in numerous shows. However, their lives off stage were far from glamorous. Deprived of autonomy, their earnings were taken by family members, and they were denied their individual freedoms, leaving a legacy of talent overshadowed by exploitation. In the 1940s, Dutch performer Miran Dejo astonished both the medical community and audiences by piercing his body with sharp objects without any visible wounds or signs of pain. His acts involved swords, needles, and other blades passing through his chest and emerging from his back, yet his face remained completely serene. Dejo's extraordinary ability was attributed to a combination of physical resilience and mental focus. However, his daring feats ended in tragedy. During a performance, he swallowed a needle which caused internal bleeding and ultimately led to his death. Miran Dejo remains a symbol of humanity's desire to transcend physical limits and the risks that come with it. In the 1930s, Madame Gustica was presented as a representative of the duckbill tribe, captivating audiences with her large lip plates. These plates reflected the cultural traditions of African Mercy and Surma tribes, where they symbolize beauty and social status. However, in the Western world, this practice was often misunderstood and reduced to an exotic oddity. On stage, what was a traditional expression of identity became a commercial spectacle. Gustica's iconic pose with her pipe stands as a historical example of how cultural traditions were commodified for entertainment, often stripped of their true meaning and context.